This is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space Channel. It's day 2 of my Lev HaOlam unboxing, and this was in the top of the box in the beginning. God created the heaven and the earth, and below that was this sign. Now the earth was unformed and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God hovered over the face of the waters. And for the second day in the box from Lev HaOlam is this covering that was covering the product, which is from Israel. Lev HaOlam collects all these different products from local merchants in Israel and sends out a subscription box once a month, and I've always been delighted. And this says, "And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Genesis 1:6. So, this is how we're dividing the waters. This is Hollander Traditional Distillery is the company. And this is a quality liqueur made from natural fruit and fruit distillation in Israel. And the Hollander Winery Ltd. is a malt. And Moshe Beirut Mior. And then it gives the street, they give the city and province and state all that first. Highlander Distillery at gmail.com if you want to contact them. And it looks like it has grapefruit in it, which is traditional drink for the holidays, for the Jewish people, for the feasts. And it's 18% alcohol. And I've not had alcohol in years. So, I did this one out of order. I'm doing this one on a different day, just for a day that it's kind of safe for me to be a little smuckered. Not going to give the dates in case something happens. I'm not going to drive a motor vehicle today. Get this cap off. And put this beautiful picture back over here. All the artwork that comes with Lev HaOlam is just outstanding. And oh my goodness, I'm already sounded smuckered already. I've had tea this morning, but I've not had coffee. I've had a meal. It was over an hour ago, so I'm doing all the things right as far as timing. Oh, it's sealed well. Sure, there's a cork in there. I'll bring it closer to myself to be able to open it. Continuing to turn. Taking a break from my arm. This is intensely painful for me to open, but a lot of things are. Okay, getting to the part where it's going to come off. There we go. It's a semi-cork. It's not made out of cork, but it's in there as tight as a cork. I generally do not like the taste of grapefruit. Here is the label with the bottle empty. Has a wonderful smell. It doesn't have legs like wine. I'm feeling it at the first drink. And it does have a grapefruit flavor. Since I don't like grapefruit, I can say it's enjoyable in a way, but if it were another flavor, I would probably enjoy it more. Which I probably don't want to enjoy this too much. It is burning my throat. I haven't had alcohol in years, so I would recommend this if you love grapefruit or like grapefruit. The last time I had grapefruit, it was decades ago. I've had alcohol since I've had grapefruit the last time. And I was working for AT&T as a mail handler. And they used to have, and I still don't know if they have these, they had big printing machines to print out stockholder statements. And then they would ship them to Jacksonville, Florida. And we had these machines that would stuff the pamphlets for the stockholders into a big envelope with a window, and it would have their address on it. And I loaded one of those machines, and we would work in the middle of the night. One night we were on a deadline, and a truck full of our pamphlets and envelopes and materials went off the road on the Buckman Bridge. So while we were all waiting around, I asked my supervisor, I said, I'm really miserable. I was really constipated. So he let me go. I went to a local Publix and I got a carton, not a little tiny carton, but a big carton of grapefruit juice. I was very dehydrated and I drank the whole thing. So that's the last time I had grape juice. And then I proceeded to go back. The truck came in. Everybody was in a flurry getting all the pamphlets, all the booklets ready to go to the stockholders. And then it hit me. And then I was in the bathroom for an hour. And my supervisor was furious with me because the timing couldn't have been worse. But, you know, this may clean me out for the new year. But I think I'm just going to be amused about the whole thing because it is 18% alcohol. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, there it goes. I don't know if I want to save this bottle or not, or go ahead and just put it in recycle. Grapefruit and hops. It's absolutely not gluten-free. Hops has gluten in it to no end. And you all can time out how fast I drink this. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's burning my throat. Not for me. Not even once a year. But maybe once a year if it was a different flavor. All gone. And this was 200 milliliter. I don't know if that's a lot to drink all at once or not. But I'm going to get to the place where I'm sitting down. And safe. You all don't drink and drive. Don't drink and do much of anything. I'm just going to kind of tool around on my phone and try not to say anything to anybody until this wears off. Like I said, I haven't had anything to drink in years, And I have no idea how long it'll take for this to wear off. And no idea what the rest of my day is going to be like digestively. You all have a wonderful and blessed day. Have a fun time on New Year's. But, this is going to post after New Year's. Throughout the year, be responsible with your drinking. And as a Christian, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. As long as you don't get drunk, as long as you're responsible, as long as you're not, spending the money for the kids' shoes, so to speak, that you're making your bills when you buy alcohol. So be responsible financially, socially. Like, I'm not going to say too much on the internet today, just saying. And also, don't drive a car, don't drive a backhoe, don't go out and do lawn work with a chainsaw, for God's sake, when you're drinking. But you can do it responsibly. We know that Jesus drank wine, but the Bible also tells us not to get drunk. So, but when we drink alcohol, it has an effect on our body. And there's a lot of space between, I've had one drink and I'm completely snickered, okay? So the in-between, you should not drive or make decisions or do anything that takes a great deal of responsibility in your life. If you got time ahead in the day or the next day when you might have a hangover that you're watching children, you shouldn't do that either. You shouldn't be any kind of inebriated around children because they don't understand it. It's not setting a good example to be drunk or even casually inebriated around children. I will just say that. That's my opinion. But it's rough for people that have kids of their own and they're young right now. But please drink responsibly.